says you are live. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get some decent lighting around here. I'm on my phone because my friend Kathleen said, says you are live. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get some decent lighting around here. I'm on my phone because my friend Kathleen said, okay, I was hearing myself. I don't know why. That was weird. I don't know. I can't hear myself now. I'm just not really good at this. I'm not good at it. If you can hear me, let me know. Let me know. I can see myself on my computer now, but I could hear myself over here, and I was like, what the heck? I don't know if I had my YouTube on. Hang on, let me make sure I don't have my YouTube on over there. I don't know what I could hear myself. That was just really weird. I don't know. That was crazy. So I think I'm buffering over here on my computer. So, anyways, if you can hear me, okay, I can hear you. Oh, thanks, Amber. Like I said, I'm trying something different. I'm using my phone instead of my computer, and my friend Kathleen says it just supposed to be better. I don't know. I fly by the seat of my pants. It's how I live my life. Flying by the seat of my pants. But I'm sorry if the lighting is not real good. I can see if I can get some light over here. Might be too much light. A little better? Does it look a little bright? I don't know. This is kind of new to me. So anyways, hey, Miss Amber, I hope you're doing good. To me, it looks a little, I don't know, maybe my glasses are just dirty. Looks a little foggy. So anyways, yeah, I was talking to my friend Kathleen, you know, from Kathleen's Place. We were talking, and she was on a live because she was at Costco. We don't have Costco. We have Sam's Club here. And so anyways, she said, oh, I forgot you were going live. I was like, oh, you know, I'm contemplating doing my live from my bed. That is how exhausted I am. I'm telling you. I said, I've thought about it. I thought about going in there. I was just, you know, just laying down and doing a live from my bed because I was tired. So anyways, so no, I'm not. But we got 9 people on here, so this is pretty exciting. So make sure you, hello. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. It helps me in the algorithm so much. I ate pizza rolls again for dinner. Hi, Jasper. But I ate pizza rolls again for dinner. I love pizza rolls for dinner. And so this is my dessert. I'm having these little mandarin oranges. I love, hello, Jasper. I love these so much. I mean, oh, I used to buy a 3-pound bag of them. And this last week I bought the 5-pound bag because I can eat, I've been known to get up in the middle of the night and eat these. Now, I don't know how good they are for you to eat. I mean, they're natural sugar, right? You know, so anyways, I absolutely love them. They are like my favorite. And like I said, I've almost ate the 5-pound bag of them. I love them. They're so good. You know what I like most about them is because they're easy to peel. It's easy, and that's what they're called, is peels. But they're like a little mandarin orange. But I absolutely love these. Love them. But like I said, I eat so many of them. Because I was buying the 3-pound bag, and now I'm buying the 5-pound bag. Sometimes this is what I eat for dinner. But I did have some pizza rolls. If you watched my video from the other night, or was it last night? I don't know. I guess it was last night. I ate pizza rolls for dinner. I love to put my pizza rolls in the what is that thing? Air fryer. They are so good in the air fryer. They're crunchy. They're just perfect. So I highly recommend if you eat pizza rolls, put them in the air fryer. So, anyways, so your girl's here. Last week I did not come on. I was really feeling a little bit under the weather. I was a little tired. And I think I've told you, most of y'all know that I am a funeral director. Yes, I work in the funeral home. I work, yes, with the deceased. I do other stuff besides, you know, make you look nice for your funeral. But I mean, I also do administrative stuff and secretarial stuff. And I also make a lot of, I do memorials, like your little memorials. I use Canva a lot. So I'm a big Canva nerd. And I wished I knew more about Canva, but I'm learning. So I do take care of people, like when, you know, like I'll do your hair. I've had a couple of women I had to do their hair this week. I'll polish your nails if you want your nails polished. I'll put your makeup on. I don't do a lot of makeup because I leave that. I barely can get up and put my own makeup on in the morning. But I do like to do people's hair. And I like to do like their nails and stuff like that. But I was a manicurist for 13 years. So, you know, I like to do nails. My nails are a little shabby looking right now. But anyways, if you're on, please say hi, because I see that there's like, it says there's 5 of you on there. So, but like I said, I'm not using StreamYard tonight. My friend Kathleen had said something about maybe doing, you know, trying it on my phone. It might be, you know, I'm trying to increase my watch time. And well, hi, Ashy. Too classy. I like the name. That's a nice name. That's adorable. My name is Candace. Nice to meet you. I'm glad you're here. So, anyways, I'm trying to get my watch hours up, and I'm trying to do a little more lives, you know. But back to being a funeral director, I work every day. I did work Saturday. Normally I don't work Saturdays, but I had to work because I tell everybody February is a very busy month for, hi Ashley, it's a very busy month for death and dying. And it's really sad. It really is. But mainly it's, you know, older people, you know. And, I mean, I've lost a lot of family, people close to me in the month of February. So February is kind of a busy month for the funeral industry. Yeah, in summertime, stuff like that. But I was contemplating not to come on. I needed to go live because I didn't go live last week. And I was talking to my friend Kathleen. She was on a live at Costco. And she said, are you going live? And I was like, I don't know. I'm so tired. I'm thinking about just laying down on my bed and doing a live from there. But I didn't. I thought, least I could do is come on for a little bit. Say hi. You can ask me some questions. I'm going to say, hi, Jill the RN, I guess. Jill the RN. Jill, are you an RN? I mean, that's kind of a cool name. But if you don't know me and you're new to my channel, my name is Candace Lynn. And this is my channel, Carry On Candace, where I tell everybody I just talk about random stuff. I always pride myself for being an over 50-year-old creator, small YouTube creator. And anyways, I have a birthday next week. So I'm leaving my 50s and entering into my 60s, which I'm kind of excited. I mean, you know, I mean, it's just part of life to get older. So, but I tell everybody in my mind, I don't feel 60 in my mind. I tell everybody, I said, I feel 25. And then my kids are like, no, you're not. Because I have adult children that are not much older than that. So anyway, so yeah, my name is Candace. And like I said, this is my channel. And I usually do a lot of just random stuff. I talk about having ADHD. Of course, I just told you that I work in a funeral home. And as a funeral director, I'm in my apprenticeship. And I have to have so many cases done for a certain time. Then I take my test, but I do a lot of it anyways. I enjoy it. It's a kind of work I tell people that it's not. I probably wouldn't have done it in my 20s or 30s. I don't know. I kind of wish I would have now. Do you travel? No, I wished I did. I'm thinking about doing a little bit more traveling in my 60s. I have so many friends that I have met here on YouTube, so I would like to go see some of them, And so traveling is something that's on my bucket list. I've went to a few places, but nothing exciting, no exciting places. So, but traveling is my thing. And, oh, my daughter just texted me. Oh, thank you. But, anyway, so yeah, I would love to travel. Ashley, do you travel? Do you do some traveling? The only time I've ever been out of the country is I went to Mexico once on a cruise. But, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be there right now. God love those poor people. That's all that mess is going on over there. So prayers to them for safety and that this ends really soon. But no, I don't travel. I am a reseller. I talk a lot. I love online auctions. I am like obsessed with online auctions. I love auctions and I love to resell, and I do a lot of reselling. I have a booth that I always called it a flea market, but people are like, oh, don't call it that. The classy name is vendor booth now. It's still a flea market to me, because you buy used stuff and you sell it. I do have a booth, and if you watch some of my videos, you can kind of see some of my video. And I was so excited, and if you do follow me, I sold the chair. Hey, girlfriend, what's up? Hey, Lana, good to see you. She's right, is a friend of mine. She lives in the state above me. So that is one of the people I want to go see. So anyways, but that's what I was talking about. I do have a resale booth, and I love reselling. I've done it forever, and along with working in a funeral home. But you know what? I've been really thinking. I've really kind of wanted to slow down for a little bit, and I've always done reselling to kind of supplement my income. But right now things are kind of slow, and if you watch me, I love jewelry, so I go and buy like the 99-cent jewelry at Cato. So I'm like a jewelry freak. So, and I resell this, like stuff like this in my booth. And so I kind of made a decision that I might quit reselling, just not have a booth for a little while. I'm not saying I'm going to totally give it up, but I had 3 booths at once. Yeah, I had 3 booths, and then I finally got rid of 2, and I'm down to 1. But I don't know. I'm at this point that I'm just kind of tired, that I'm kind of burned out on it, because every weekend I work on my booth. If not every weekend, I'm at home pricing stuff, and if I'm not at home pricing stuff, I'm running to auctions to try to rebuy stuff to resell. So I've just kind of been thinking that I kind of might want to take a little bit of break. It may drive me crazy because it's something I've always done. It's something I've always enjoyed, but I don't know, being that I'm going to be 60 next week, I know people always tell me, how do you do so much stuff? And I'm like, I don't know. It's the ADHD. You know it. She gets it. My friend, she gets it. But I don't know. I'm just ready to kind of not know what to do on a weekend. You know, like like I said, some days I sleep, but I don't know. I'm still kind of toying with the fact I'd like to buy a camper. I don't know if I want to buy a camper just to go a small camper, and then, but then I've also talked about maybe buying a big camper and moving into it and downsizing my house. I don't know. You know, I'm just full. So I'm in this new era of my life, the 60s era. And so, you know, I always tell people, I mean, how much more life do I have? I mean, you know, I mean, I can't say I'm going to live 60 more years because that, you know, I'm not Methuselah. Yeah, I exhaust myself too, Lana. I mean, it's like, how do I keep up with everything that I do? And then I have 4 dogs, and you can hear them walking around. So I have 4 dogs. One of them's blind. She has no eyes. Her eyes were both removed because she has diabetes, so she's insulin dependent. So I have to pay for insulin every month for a dog. Then I have 3 other dogs besides her. One is 17 years old. The other ones are maybe 8 or 9. I don't know. But so I'm just to the point that I kind of just want to do stuff like, you know, maybe travel, because Ashley asked me about traveling, and, you know, maybe do some traveling, load the 4 dogs up and go somewhere. You know, I don't know where to go. So I don't know. We'll see. But that is I kind of came to that decision today that I thought, I mean, it's not going to happen like right away. I mean, I think I'm kind of in a contract with my booth, and our big dog and 2 cats. That's more, yeah, I am just, I mean, it's exhausting to come home from work. And then normally I keep them in a kennel, but I've been kind of letting them just stay in they have their own bedroom. Like one of my rooms is the dog room, and they have kennels in them, and sometimes I keep them in the kennels, and then sometimes I just let them stay in the bedroom. And they do have potty pads, and they're really good sometimes about waiting, but then other days I come home and they potty all over the potty pads, and I'm kind of sick of that. So anyways, I don't know. Lana, this is funny. So since my birthday is next Wednesday, Tuesday, so next week. So I gifted myself to have my house cleaned, professionally cleaned. So I'm pretty excited about it. The only thing is I feel like I need to clean it before I have the cleaners come and clean my house. And so the housekeeper, she sent me a message the other day. She said, "Oh, I look forward to meeting you." And I said, "Well, you know, I'm." I said, "I'm trying to do some decluttering," and she's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'll take it." But really, I mean, I just dread somebody seeing my house. So, yeah. So I thought, I'm just gonna, you know, I thought I didn't have the money. I just put it on my credit card. I thought, I'm going to do that for myself. I'm going to have my house cleaned for my birthday. That's my birthday gift for myself. Now, whether I do, I would like to have it done every other week. But again, I still am contemplating the fact if I want to downsize, sell this house, buy me a camper, you know, maybe buy me a tiny home. I don't know. But I know one thing. So I'm on the phone. This is a funny story. Maybe y'all don't find it funny, haha, but I found it quite amusing. So I'm on the phone last night, and when I come in from work, I just basically shut the world off, and I come in, and my neighbor sends me a text, and she's right here, and she goes, "Hey, do you know what's going on across the street?" And I'm like, "No, I mean, what are you talking about?" But I was on the phone and I didn't hear anything. Of course, I have the dogs. You can hear them growling. There were 4 cop cars across the street at my neighbor's house. And I said, "Oh my gosh, I don't know." So by the time she had told me that, and I went and looked out the door, I mean, there was nobody over there, but she said no. I guess her husband uh, had seen it when he was going to work. I don't know, but I never heard it. I did not. It's not that I haven't heard the cops over there before, but I didn't hear them because I was on the phone with somebody and we were in a deep conversation. And I mean, I normally, the dogs will bark and stuff, but the dogs didn't bark. So yeah, so they must have not made a lot of noise, but it's not the first time the cops have been over his house. So, nothing is very surprising. So anyways, stuff like that. I mean, I'm kind of tired of that, but I mean, that's going to happen anywhere, I guess. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what happened. I don't know. It's not the first time the cops have been over there. As long as they stay on that side of the street, I'm okay with it. But it does kind of bug me, because I'm like, my gosh, that's not the first time. How many times are we going to have the cops show up on the street, So, anyways, but yeah. I know, yeah, I have some land that's kind of out in the country, and I've considered moving out to it. And I apologize, Beanie's in there barking. And I've considered moving out there, maybe building me a tiny home or but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to drive that far to work every day. I mean, I think it would be about 18, 20 miles. And not that that's a very far drive, but if the weather gets like really bad, it would be not a good drive. I mean, I have a vehicle that can handle the snow, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to live that far out. It's beautiful out there. I think I would enjoy it in the summertime because, it don't get dark. I get off at 4:30. And so I, it would be nice in the summertime. But in the wintertime, it would be dark by the time I got home. And, I don't know. I don't know. So, again, it's this new epitome in my life. I know. I mean, I'm pretty, I know, Lana, and you and I both know this, that you don't go into YouTube thinking you're going to make money. Okay, you go into YouTube because you enjoy, you want to share some stuff about yourself, you want to, but there's a lot of people making money doing it, okay? And it wouldn't hurt my feelings. It would help me. It would. And it would be nice. And then if I didn't have to go to drive into work every day, then yeah, I would love to be a full-time YouTube content creator. But obviously I'm not real interesting. So that's obviously why I'm not a full-time content creator, and why I'm not getting paid for it. Obviously nobody finds me as interesting as you do. But anyways, are you enjoying living where you live now? Yeah. We'll get there. I mean, you're brave. You started again, and I think about starting another channel, and I think, oh, maybe I need to just start a new channel. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. So anyways, but yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping we can meet up this summer, hopefully. I can't really take any time off right now because if you were here earlier, it's just been extremely busy at the funeral home. And funeral business, sadly, is very busy in the month of February. And normally, we are not allowed to take any type of vacation between, I think it's October and March. We're not allowed to take vacation. And oh, yeah, that's what I hear. It's the buyer's market right now. But there's reason buyers are... Oh, I know what it was. I was talking to my real estate friend, and she said it is the buyer's market right now, but people either are having like getting insurance, because I don't know if I had told y'all about my insurance. My home insurance was gonna go up $1,500 a year, $1,500, and I about had a heart attack. I can't do this. I mean, it was going to more than raise my house payment. And I mean, my house payment is I barely make my house payment as it is. But that was going to add probably another 200 or 300. And of course, I have one of those loans where, they pay the taxes and my insurance. And so then just a small portion goes to the principal. And I've owned this house for 8-9 years, and I just was shocked. Escrow. I could not believe when I saw what they took the escrow out of, or they took that. I was shocked. And that was just the insurance part. So I shopped around, and I found me some cheaper insurance, and I'm thrilled, So I found cheaper home insurance, and my vehicle insurance was about the same as what I was already paying. So I went ahead and switched everything, and I'm thrilled. I mean, the new insurance saved me about $1,500 a year. And I know, insurance just really just bugs me. But thank you. I assume you're talking about my nose ring. Yes, it's real. People say, is that real? Yes, it's real. It goes through my nose. I had it pierced several years ago. But yeah, people have asked me about it, and it's my daughter's birthstone. Yeah, I wear my daughter's birthstone on there. So that's what my nose ring is. But yeah, I was totally shocked. But anyways, the real estate lady told me that was a lot of the reason people are not buying, is because, one, insurance is ridiculously high, and new homeowners to get insurance, and anyway, so that was one of the reasons. And then there was another reason. It was financing too, financing with good rates, so see, that's good. I mean, I'm paying that. Well, my son and I share a policy, but shoot, ours is more than that for 2 vehicles. And his is like a 2019. And I mean, mine's a 24, but it's so silly. It's so silly. See, it's just terrible. I mean, property taxes are not bad here, but I don't know. So like I said, I've considered selling my house. But then, I couldn't rent anything for what I pay for this. And so I don't know. And I have even considered maybe moving into we don't have a lot of them around here, a 55, community. There's one, I think, in the next town over, but it's I've been on the waiting list for a year, and I think it's like a 2 to 3 year waiting list. Yeah. So I mean, I thought about doing that because that includes everything. I mean, you pay one payment, and that includes, they take care of it's just getting to where it's not okay, I can't do it. I just don't like mowing. I don't like weeding around my yard. And there's just little things starting to go wrong with my house. So I'm thinking, do I want to put all this money into my house? Or do I want to sell it and just, live on, enjoy things like travel and stuff. So I don't know. I think home ownership is cool, but I also see that it can be a pain in the butt sometimes. But, if your house was paid for, it wouldn't be so bad. And then you could take that extra money. Hello, wild man. You take that extra money and, do things to fix your house. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. If you're in here, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. It helps me so much in the algorithm, and I appreciate it. So I don't know. I'm on the fence about everything. I don't know. Um, Again, it could be the ADHD. I don't. No, I really get really restless this time of year. I think it's just the winter, coming out of the winter, and then starting spring, and I start thinking of all these things I want to do, and then I don't know. I get restless in this time of year every year, and so as far as downsizing, that has been something I've wanted to do for a very, 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 very long time. Probably since my daughter had moved out. So, it's me, this house, and 4 dogs. I mean, they're little dogs, but, and then of course, then I think about living in a camper with them 4 dogs. It's like, oh no. And I always tell people when I think about downsizing to like either a tiny home or RV type living, the 2 things I worry about the most is, where are my dogs going to fit and where are my clothes going to fit? So when I went and looked at RVs one day, I told the guy, I said, look, this is how it is. I've got 4 dogs and I'm a funeral director, so I have a lot of clothes and shoes and jewelry. I have lots of jewelry. And I mean, it's costume jewelry. And he turned through, I know. I said, I think I need a camper just for dressing and getting ready, and then I need a camper to live in and sleep in. So, yeah, anyway, so the guy, when he showed me different campers, different fifth wheels and stuff like that, um, he showed me a couple that had like another bedroom in them. And I was like, oh, like it had a bed in it, like it had the master bed, and then it had another bed in like a little area. And anyways, he said, this is like another bedroom. And I was like, yeah, but can I take that bed out? And I could, that you could take the bed out, and then I could maybe put me some places to hang my clothes, and then put my dog's kennels in there. So yeah, so all the campers that I've looked at have had an extra room in them. So, I mean, I'd have to have it. And then I would probably have to buy something to put my clothes in on the outside. I mean, I have a storage building, so I guess maybe I could switch out my winter stuff and summer stuff. So, because, right now I just keep it all in one spot. So, yeah, I would definitely have to have a camper to sleep in, to live in, and then a camper for clothes and stuff. So, yeah, it's something to think about. I mean, I have a 1,500 square foot house now, but I just, it doesn't bring me joy anymore. It did when I had my kids were home, and and they would come see me, but they have their own lives now. My son lives away, and my daughter lives in another town, and they have their lives, and the last thing they want to do is come hang out at mom's, and so and they're adults. No, that's okay. I don't need any roommates. I'm sure you're a great person, but I definitely don't want a roommate. Definitely don't want a roommate. But um, yeah, I like being alone. So that's why I've been divorced for 10 years. So, no, I don't want to be anybody's I'm already somebody's ex-wife. I don't plan to be another ex-wife. And done that, been there, done that, still the ex-wife, he remarried. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Who knows what this new adventure that I'm going to be on at this age. So, but no, I don't want to be anybody's ex-wife. I'm already somebody's ex-wife, and I tell everybody, I said, well, I'm not going to remarry because I'm waiting until he gets 62, then I can draw his, I can draw his Social Security. Well, hello from Florida. Yeah, I love Florida. It's been a while since I've been there, but yeah, no, and I don't foresee myself ever remarrying again either. Yeah, so this is how I look at life. My chances of finding a good man are very slim. My chances of finding a good dog, I mean, I've had several. You know, I mean, I tell everybody I have fostered 40 dogs. I had fostered. In other words, when I used to do animal rescue, I had oh, I don't need a dash hound. I have 3 chihuahuas and 1 min pin. Don't need any more dogs. But yeah, I've fostered over 40 dogs that went on. I fostered them, got them back healthy and everything, and then they went and got adopted. So, and one, let's see, 2 of them, 3 of them are foster fills. So, no, I don't need a Rottweiler. No, I would like to have a big dog, but it might be when 4 little dogs go meet Jesus. And if I had another big dog, yeah, I would have a Weimaraner. But yeah, that's a good idea. I never thought about getting a Rottweiler for that. Yeah, but I had a Weimaraner, and man, I'm telling you what, she'd scare the fool out of you. And but you know, I have something a little bit more vicious than a dog. You know what I mean? She's right, and I'm not afraid to use it. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds for me. All I know is I'm restless, and I really need to do something. One thing I need to do is declutter, and you know that, Lana. I mean, I miss your cleaning videos so bad. Nope, I didn't poot. Not me, not me. No, I wouldn't do that to y'all. I promise I wouldn't do that. It might have hit something, or maybe it might have been the dog. The dog might have been in the background pooting. I don't know. I mean, they have been known to do that before. So, no, wasn't me. Always heard the one who smelt it first is the one who belted it. But no. Yeah. Don't know. I'm glad you found that humorous. But we'll see. Well, you just need to stop trolling me, because I ain't nobody worth trolling. Well, I love him too. You know what? I love Jesus Christ too. That's the only man in my life. Well, and then my son, I mean, you know, he's probably the number 1 man. I mean, below Jesus, yeah. So, and he comes down on Wednesdays and takes me to church. Yeah. So it's very good to have a son that is a follower of Christ, and that he loves his mother enough to come down on his day off and take her to church. I think that's very nice, and that says a lot for him. Well, have I made you a moderator? I don't know how to do that. I need to do that. Let's see. I don't know. Do you know how to do that, Lana? Carol. It is so good to. Hey, you know what? If they want to troll on me, they're just helping me in the algorithm. That's okay. Um, hey, Carol. I don't know how to do that either, and I know that. Let me see. Sorry, like I said, I normally go on my computer. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I need to learn how to do that though. But like I said, um, well, it's good to know that you're a Christian. Although we all we coexist in this world, you know. I am a celebrant. I don't know if you know what a celebrant is, but it's kind of the new wave of person that does I perform funerals. Uh, okay, hang on. Thanks for telling me that. Okay, there we go. Whoop, you're so awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you for that advice. I appreciate it very much. Because like I said, I know nothing. I think I made you a moderator. I mean, I did something. Ooh, you can hide users. You can, okay, I can remove you as, let's see, add as a moderator. There we go. Okay. I just got, okay, cool beans. Do you mind doing that for me, Lana? I appreciate it. Anyways, so, but I was telling you, I'm a celebrant. And if you don't know what a celebrant is, that is somebody who performs funerals. I can also marry you. I mean, I personally don't want to marry anybody, but I can perform your wedding. I've got to get, you know, I'd have to be like registered in your area. Thank you, Sparrow. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for teaching me how to do that. I probably need to, I'll just make Sparrow one too, and she can just block people right and left too. But anyways, if you don't mind, but I'm a celebrant, and I've performed 3 funerals. Yes, and well, thank you, Sparrow. I appreciate you giving me that heads up. But if you pass away, I can send you off really well. I have performed 2 funerals that were religious based, and the other funeral was, I was asked by the family to not refer anything to God, do not, no prayers, no nothing, no. And they didn't want, and which is hard when you are a believer and okay, let us pray, and they wanted no prayers. They wanted, so anyways, it was very challenging, but I believe that I was put there for a reason and to perform, because everybody deserves a dignity, and they deserve a good send-off, and say nice things about them and stuff like that. So I am a celebrant. I've just kind of taken that role. It's something I have always wanted to do, and I was kind of encouraged, and I told my boss and people I work with, it's something I always wanted to do. It's kind of a little side gig. I don't make a lot, but I enjoy it, and I love meeting with families, and I love talking to them about their loved one, and a lot of times people don't have like a church or home church, so here I am. And so I don't have the title of minister. Now I have, I have my little certificate from the World Ministry Church or something. I don't know what the name of it is, but I don't refer to myself as a minister. I don't refer to myself as a pastor, reverend, anything like that. I consider myself a celebrant. And that is, like I said, that is somebody that celebrates life. And yeah, no, I don't know how to do it. I mean, I've always been able to speak in front of people, but I know an hour before I had this one lady, I had to do her service. Um, I had to do her graveside and her memorial. But she had passed like 2 weeks before that, so I had met with the people because I am a funeral director, and I had talked to them on the phone. And you just get to know a lot about families, and they lived in another state. And so 1 hour before the service, before the funeral, I turn around and my coworker goes, "Hey, the preacher is sick." And I was like, "Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. I can't do this in an hour. I cannot come up with," but I did. And they were extremely pleased. And so I enjoy doing it. And what I want to do, yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, but you're going to have people that, I mean, do not believe the same way I believe. And so I want anybody, I want, even if people, like I said, the one I had to do, and the person was not, the children, which were adults, and they said, we did not go to church, we did not speak of God, our dad didn't. Okay, and so when you do stuff like that, instead of using scriptures from the Bible, I used a lot of quotes. I used, one of my favorite quotes is from Dr. Seuss. And I use that one. Normally I will use that in anytime I do like a sermon or something. And my favorite quote, and if you've heard me say it before, and I think I need to just have it tattooed on my arm or something, but Dr. Seuss said, "Do not cry because it's over, or do not shed tears because it's over. Smile because it happened." And when I used that quote for this family, they were thrilled. Now, if you are a believer and you cling to scripture and you believe and you feel close to scripture and how it makes you feel good, but those who are not believers, and so anyways, that is probably my number one. It's either, it goes either way, but I use the Dr. Seuss quote. I have used it in all of my sermons, because I don't like green eggs and ham. No, I don't like ham. I'm not a big ham eater. I might eat green eggs. I think I have eaten green eggs before. Hey, but no, I mean, because my birthday is the same week of Dr. Seuss, and I used to, the week of Dr. Seuss's birthday, I used to teach the whole Dr. Seuss thing, and then I've told, if you remember, I've also told people that this year I'm not going to be able to do it. I'd like to do it again, but in the past I would go read, because it's usually Read Across America this next week because of Dr. Seuss's birthday. And anyways, I would go on my birthday because I was older and my kids are grown and I don't have anybody, or didn't have anybody, and so I would go to the schools and I would read to kids on my birthday. And so that's why I'm so obsessed with Dr. Seuss, and I love anything quote Dr. Seuss. But no, you smile because it happened, or don't shed a tear because it's over. Smile because it happened. And that, like I said, that to me is very comforting. So especially for somebody who doesn't believe the way I do. So oh yeah, hey, I've not done Wegovy. I'm not that, but I have been on, and it's kind of nice to not feel hungry. Yeah, I have been on one of those before, and it's just a cool feeling. Not now, you have to force yourself to eat, but are you not eating any type of, well, you're probably not eating anything that's, yeah, like, I drink a lot of protein drinks. Yeah, I will drink a lot of, not to change the subject so that, but yeah. Um, I drink, my favorite protein drink besides Fairlife is, here we go, you know, you definitely tell I have ADHD, squirrel. Um, I like the Quest milkshake drink, so hey, there's Kathleen. Are you still at the Costco, Kathleen? Oh, okay. So have you been on it for, have you said you just started it? I didn't know. Did you say you just started it? Um, yeah, I'm curious about how that peel. Now, see, I don't mind doing shots. See, you get it. You know the squirrel thing. Um, I, but see, I don't mind giving myself shots. I don't mind. I've always had to give myself B12 shots, stuff like that. So shots don't, as long as the needle is not like extremely long. But on those, the needle's usually just short. But well, love you too, Starboy. Um, oh, and thank you for those. That's sweet. Um, but yeah, I'm not, I didn't, like I said, I just saw where they came out with the peel. So I'm really excited because I know there's a lot of people that do not like to give themselves shots, and it's no big, well, like I said, needles don't scare me. I'm not afraid of needles. Uh, so, well, I'm excited for you, Sparrow. And if you care, how much weight are you wanting to lose? Are you, I mean, it's oh girl, that is about what I weigh now. I did have weight loss surgery over 5 years ago, but I was 300 pounds or more. And hey, Amber's here. She said, "Evening, Kathleen." She was at Costco eating ice cream when I talked to her earlier. So she was having an extremely nice day with her husband in Canada with her husband. Yeah, you know, um, when I had my weight loss surgery, my doctor was like, "Oh, you need to get Dr. Pepper." Love me some Dr. Pepper too. The Diet Dr. Pepper. Um, my doctor wanted me, because I'm about 5'7", well, no, I'm about 5'6.5", and he was like, "You need to get down to 155," and I was like, I know what I feel good at, and I'm about 174 now. Well, you know, you can get the compounded. Now, I don't know about what Sparrow's on, but, you know, I have used the compounding, and it worked just as good for me. Well, you're going to be, you know what? It sucks. But, yeah, some of my weight creeped back on me, but, like I said, I'm not, I mean, like I said, I'm always kind of been bigger. I'm about 5'6.5", and so I mean, I just didn't want to get down to 155. You know, I don't. I wouldn't be that small, and I could definitely tell it in my face when I lost so much weight, and so I'm just kind of one of them. You know, I didn't mind being plus size. I tell people that. I did not mind being plus size. Oh, they raised the dose? So are you getting yours from like from a compound pharmacy? Um, yeah, I would shop around on that because I know I follow some of them Reddits, the Triptazide, whatever. What is Wegovy? It's semaglutide. See, I can't pronounce those things, but okay. Um, Nora Care. Yeah, I'm trying to think where I got mine from. It's been, anyways. Gosh, I can't even remember the name of it. The ADHD, my meds wear off. That's a problem is when I had weight loss surgery, my meds do not stay in my system long enough. They don't stay in my system long enough. And so my ADHD meds last me about, if I try to take them in the morning when I get to work around 9, so that gives me a good 5 hours. Centerwell. Okay. Yeah, Centerwell is, in that part of Humana? I thought Centerwell was part of Humana because I used to use, well, you can do a lot of them online. I mean, you just got to find a reputable one. I don't know anything. See, and as long as you can get your doctor to do it, yeah. I know, and I hate it, and I've wanted them to put me on like something in the afternoon, and then if they do put me on something in the afternoon, then I can't sleep, and so I've been using a supplement called NAD, N-A-D. I don't need any. It's capital N, capital A, capital D, and it's a supplement that our body produces. It produces it when we're in our youth, and we usually stop producing it at certain levels when we get in our 30s. So it's like a feel-good supplement, but our body produces it naturally. And so I've watched this pharmacist guy. Yeah, I forget to take my ADHD meds, but you might look into that, Lana, because it's called NAD, and it is a supplement, and they're finding it works really well for women, especially premenopausal, postmenopausal. But you can go to and get a transfusion, or what do they call it? An IV. We have places called drip bars or stuff like that. IV bars where you can get IVs, and you can get an IV of this NAD, and it's just a very super power. And anyways, I got the NAD, but it's a nose spray because I tried to take the NAD pill form or vitamin form, and it didn't do nothing because it wasn't staying in my system. And so I did the nose spray, and I could definitely tell the first time I used it. Yeah, I used it this morning, and it does help my focus for a little bit. But I want to go have one of those infusions is what I want to. They say those work really good, and it stays in your system a little bit more. But it is a natural supplement that, kind of like taking a, disclaimer here, I've done my own research. You do your own research, okay? So you might check into that, but I've been using the nose spray. It is a little pricey. I've got it from a compound pharmacy, and I think it's like $149. So I did it for this month. I wanted to try it to see if I could tell a difference, and I can, but I really want to go have one of those infusions because they say those are just amazing, and you get a lot at once. So I would check into that, and I could really tell the first time I used it. I was just like, holy cow! So yeah, it might be a placebo effect. I don't know. It could be. But anyways, like I said, it's natural, and our body produces it. And then when we get to this age that we are, well, Lonnie, you're not as old as me, but maybe in 60, almost 60. So I guess my body doesn't produce it at all now. I guess because I'm such an old woman. So anyways, so yeah, I would check into that. Y'all do your own research on it. They have found it's just done wonders for women who are premenopausal, postmenopausal, people with ADHD. I don't know if there's a pharmacist. I don't know if he's on YouTube. I know he's on Facebook. He's called Phil is my pharmacist, is what his name is. Phil is my pharmacist. And I really like listening to him. Oh my gosh, I know, it just flew by. And you know what? Y'all are gonna think this is hilarious. But when I 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I worked at a place, and anyways, Miss Senior Arkansas, she came and she was like, "Oh, girl, you need to run for Miss Senior Arkansas." And I was like, "Okay." I mean, I'm all about a beauty pageant. I mean, I'm not afraid of them. I've done a few, not in my 60s, but so anyway, she said, "You should do it, but you had to be 60." And so I always told myself, and I told everybody around me, that I was going to, well, I can't help you there. I always was going to uh, run for, Miss Arkansas Senior, and 60. Well, now I'm old enough, I can do it now, but I don't know. You got to have a talent. And then the women around here, they're pretty. But then I got to watching the National Miss Senior pageant, and let's just say there was a lot of Botox, a lot of boob jobs. Yeah. So, like, the local ladies here, they're okay. But when I saw the national pageant, I was like, I just I ain't got enough Botox in me, and I definitely have not had a boob job. So I don't know. I mean, I think it would be fun to do it around here. So I don't know. Maybe I'll wait till next year and do it. I don't know. Oh no, we'll see. But it's something I've always wanted to do, and it's on my bucket list to run for Miss Senior Arkansas. So that would be some great YouTube content. I mean, they even have like a national Miss Senior USA or Miss America or something. Anyways, and the lady from Arkansas, I don't think she won she won like the People's Choice at the national. So, hey, I guess I could do YouTube content as my uh, talent. That's the only thing. I was like, God, what would I do for talent? I I don't sing. I used to dance. I mean, nobody might not want to sing. I might. Maybe next year. I just don't think I can get ready between now and, I think it's in June. Oh, yay. Okay, please. Are you home now? Are you home from the Costco? Home from the Costco? We don't have Costco here. We have Sam's. Did I mute myself? Did I mute myself? Can y'all hear me? Maybe I did hit who knows? Says I'm good. I know. I mean, what do I have to lose? Okay, you can hear me. Thank you. Um, thank you, ladies. But anyways, yeah. But that's my bucket list, and to be Miss Senior. Yeah, Miss Senior. And like I said, I had to wait till I turned 60. Well, this is the year. So I don't know. I would just really have to do a crash course in it. I would have to come up with the talent. I would have to find me. I would have. Oh, Kathleen says hi. She's right. Her name's Lana. You can call her Lana. She's right too. But yeah, I don't know. I know I'm a strange bird, but yeah. Can you see me being Miss Senior America? I see Senior America here. Hang on. I'll be Senior America. Yeah. hmm and I think I need to lose a little bit more weight. So, well, I do. I do have RSD. I do. I struggle with it, but I think I try to do things that kind of put me out of my comfort zone. So, I don't know. I just, so I sometimes, I go through that too. I think, oh my God, they're talking about me. Oh my God. But I think YouTube has helped because I don't care anymore. I don't care what people think. I mean, I do care what people think, but you and I have had that conversation before. So, but yeah, I do struggle with RSD, but I can't remember. What does it stand for? Sensitive I never can remember what I know I struggle with it, but I do struggle with it. Yeah. I think we've talked about it before, but yeah. Oh, I know, honey. And you are tough skinned. I couldn't, yeah. And you and I have talked about that, but you are tough skinned and I just truly, if you believe in something, then by golly, you do it, and, now that's where I get the RSD when I think about stuff like that. So I'm just like, yeah, I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody, I want peace in the world. And I look at the world in rose-colored glasses, and I don't want anybody to hate anybody. And, I just want world peace. Yeah, I mean, don't we all? But yeah, YouTube's a funny, I mean, any kind of social platform is a funny place. Yep, I think that's her. Yeah. Yeah, that's Lana. Lana used to do cleaning videos. Did you take your cleaning videos down, Lana? Because I couldn't remember. I thought you said you did, but I used to clean my house to Lana's cleaning videos. Yeah, I'd get inspired. I'd watch Lana or I'd listen to Lana while I was cleaning my house. But yes, but yeah, I miss her cleaning videos, and I wish she would go back to it. But right now, she's kind of got. Oh my gosh! I didn't know that. On your cleaning videos? Hmm. Well, it wasn't me. I mean, I just watched him because it helped me clean my house. Oh my gosh, that's just weird. Weird, weird. Oh. Well, I knew that you had quit, but I didn't know exactly why you quit. I mean, we never went into that. So yeah, that's pretty stupid. People are just stupid. I mean, I know. Oh my gosh. And your husband, did he, I mean, I'd be afraid of Kenny. I just don't worry because I, I, let's just say, you better not cross my threshold. When I believe in the Second Amendment. I hate that. I didn't know that, Lana. That just sucks. Yeah, that just really sucks. And like I said, dare me. Hey, I have called the police before and said, I've told them, if they come in my house, you're going to have to come get them and clean them. You're going to have, I'll wait till they're at the threshold. Then I'll take care of them. Then it'll be your problem. That's horrible. I hate that. That just stinks. But yeah, one thing I learned from my ex is he taught me how to aim and hit a target. Yeah, I'm going to say no. That's I see. Oh, hey, you're fine, Kathleen. I'm still jealous because you ate that amazing ice cream. That she was eating the most amazing ice cream I have ever seen in my life. But maybe it's because I was just craving ice cream. I don't know, but yeah. Yeah, big mean dogs. I may have to get me a big mean dog. Like I said, if I traded 4 dogs for one big mean dog. Yeah, I had a couple. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I've one time called the police and I said, okay, this person comes in my house. uh, he's your problem, not mine. Or she, he, she, yeah. So, and like I said, you know, the cops were at my house across the street yesterday and last night I didn't even know. It's probably best. My house is pretty soundproof, so yeah. I mean, anymore you have to. When I traveled a lot, I carried as well, and I mean, you know, you just can't be too careful. I mean, that's just how it is. Ooh, 3. Ugh, girl. Well, thanks for hanging out with this sparrow. I am so excited about your weight loss journey, and please keep me in the know on that because, like, if you have any questions, of course, like I said, I did the shots at one time, and I thought about going back on, but I'm telling you what, you don't. I mean, I didn't want to eat, and I had to force myself to eat. So that protein drinks were my friend because I knew I could get my protein in with a protein drink. Because there were some days I just didn't even want to chew food. I mean, I didn't. Yeah, I drank a lot of water. Make sure you drink a lot of water. Uh, drink a lot of water. But yeah, some days I would just think, oh my God, if I have to eat food, I'm going to vomit, you know. So yeah, it is, I mean, it'll restrict you big time and you'll be like, I haven't eaten 2 days. So you see why I eat a lot of oranges. I eat oranges. Oh, you're so, thank you, Sparrow. I appreciate that so much. And you know, we have such a good community. So hopefully you can get to know the rest of us. Kathleen, my friend Kathleen is from Canada. So she has Kathleen's place. And then of course, Lana has She's Right, but she also used to do cleaning videos. So I'm hoping she gets back to that. And then, we have so many good people. Carol, I don't know if you've seen Plain Vanilla Grandma. She was on earlier. I don't know if she's still here. Super sweet lady and has a fabulous channel, and I enjoy watching her. And she, the other day, she said something about, I wish I was 60 again. I don't know. I hope I'm you when I'm 72, Carol. Because she looks amazing, and she's so funny. And so I enjoy. So we do have a good community of people. And Kathleen has to remind me of that a lot. Well, thank you. I'm so glad you came upon it. And I mean, I hope you're not looking for like extremely good entertainment because it's not me. You just like random old women that just talk about silly stuff. Then, hey, I'm your girl. But no, I'm glad you came in. It's great to meet you. And like I said, you get to meet some of the other people in our community. A lot of us are over 50 creators. And now, I don't know, Lana, you're not over 50. I don't remember how old you were. But like I said, we are from all over. Well, good. I'm glad you feel right at home. I know. My squirrel brain is so bad, so bad. And you know, it's funny because you know when Kathleen interviewed me that day, and one of my coworkers said that lady was so funny. Kathleen, I don't know if you hear me, but he said that lady was so funny because she would say, "Okay, Candace, first we're going to do this, then we're going to do this." And I said, I know she's never met me in person and she knows how my brain works. Good night, Sparrow. God bless you and sleep good. And like I said, I'm so excited about your weight loss journey. I think you're going to just be so excited, but it might not take effect the first couple of days. So don't panic. Okay. But yeah, so one of my coworkers was like, oh my God, that lady was just like, okay, Candace, first we're going to do this. And I said, Kathleen knows me. Well, Lana, you know me too. Because I'm just, and it's like, okay, Candace, we're going to do this. And it's funny because Kathleen and I have just known each other through YouTube. And so she knows. She knows how I am. She knows that I get a little squirrel a lot. So, but yeah, for my coworker one day, when I guess he was watching the live and he said something, he said, that lady just knew how to reel you in. So yeah, she knows. But she struggles with a little bit of ADHD too, and probably not as severe as mine. But yeah, Kathleen can reel me in. Kathleen, I did my live on my phone like you told me to, and I don't know. I mean, it seems like I've got a little, I don't know. I can't tell. I mean, there's like 8 people on, but I guess, of course, we have got a few more trolls than usual, but I'm glad Sparrow taught us how to do that. So now I know how to make people moderators and, no trolls and talking nasty. And yeah, oh, State of the Union is on and I can't hear you anymore. Well, I mean, me or the president. I mean, what's more important? I'm probably a little bit more entertaining, but I can't solve the world's problems. Well, of course, he can't either. Nobody can so far. No, I'm not going to get on politics. I told myself that's one thing I'm not going to get on, and I'm not going to do my channel. I just eyeballing these earrings, and I'm thinking, man, where have these been all my life? Those are really cute. These were some 99-cent ones I got. But I think I need to wear those tomorrow because they got a little bit of they got gold and they got silver in them. They're so cute. Yeah, go watch the president. That's fine. I don't watch it. I mean, I just don't watch no TV, no politics. I have myself on my computer right here, and every now and then I look over and I'm like, God, who is that woman? Who is that crazy woman over there on the, oh, that's me. So Kathleen, am I supposed to turn it this way or the other way? Because I knew we talked about it the other day about doing it on my phone. I love you too, girl, and you be safe and you take care of you, and don't get too riled up on that next video, okay? I know, I mean, like I said, that he said, you were like, and he said, Nick, come back in, Candace. Come on. Come on. So anyways, Kathleen, I don't know if we were talking earlier, but I've kind of been doing a little bit of soul searching, which I'm always doing soul searching. But I'm really thinking about, and I put it on my Facebook tonight, I'm really thinking about giving up my vendor booth for a while. I think I need to kind of focus on me, and because right now I do so much focusing on buying stuff and reselling, and so I really think it was a hard decision, but I don't know. I mean, it might be for 6 months, it might be, but I really am thinking about uh, stop reselling. Like, I'm going to have some major sales in my booth and sell as much as I can because, I kind of want to buy me a camper sometime. I don't know who's still here. We got 6 people on. If you're here, just say hi or put your favorite emoji in the chat. You don't have to, just let us know that you're here. Okay, just, wave. Well, hello. I know you're not my kid, but you know what? It was so exciting today. Good evening. Hey, Jeremy. Nice to see you. And I'm trying to, minor. Okay. Anyways, my son, he, anyways, I worked a service today. I'm a funeral. Called me, but anyways, so yeah, it was so exciting to see one of his friends, for because these were like teenagers when they were all hanging around, and they all played sports, and uh, they'd come over for dinner. And anyways, it was such a blessing to see a friend of his from school. And like I said, these are 30-year-old men now. And oh, it was just because I looked at him and I said, "Are you?" And of course, the last time he'd seen me, I was a very large woman. And anyways, yeah, it was, it just made my day. So I sent my son a message, and um, yeah, it just made my day because he was a friend of my son's. And um, I just always look forward to seeing people that my kids grew up with. And of course, they've got families now, and it's just really so neat. And so it was such a blessing to see him today, because he did not look like he did the last time I seen him. And I didn't know if he would recognize me, because I've lost a lot of weight. So yeah, it was really neat. And so I took a picture, a selfie with him, and I sent it to my son. And thank you. I love my glasses too. These are like my favorite. I've been wearing them a lot. Um, and I sent the selfie of me and him to my son, and he was, "Oh my gosh, Mom, I hadn't seen him in forever." And it turns out that they live kind of in the same vicinity, in the same area. So yeah, I was so excited to see him. So it was so neat. So like I said, oh, well, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I mean, it's, yeah, um, losing weight is hard. Oh, Amber's still here. Amber. I should know. Amber is still here. She is always here, and I appreciate it. And she's always sends me the sweetest messages on my comment section and stuff. So I appreciate you hanging in there for the long run. But I'm thinking I may have to get off here, because I need to call my son, and he's going to be thinking, oh, did I mute myself? I don't know what I do. I'm not touching nothing. Okay. Yeah, it might be something with my internet too. So, but anyways, I think I'm going to jump off of here, because my son called, and he's probably thinking, why did she not answer my call? Because I'm on my phone. If I was on my computer, then I would have just answered it, and we'd have talked to him on the phone. But anyways, I need to call him because he has decided to go back to school. And so I'm really... Oh, well, thank you so much. I'm going to do my best to stay positive, because there's no other way but up. And so, but I'm glad you joined us. Thank you, Minor. Thank you for hanging out with us. And Miss Amber's on there. But yeah, but I'm going to jump off here. Kathleen, thanks for hanging out and coming in. Amber, I appreciate all of you for hanging out with me. If you are not following me, please follow me if you want to just listen to random talks. I mean, I did have a lady one time told me that I did nothing but ramble. I mean, I took it as a compliment. I'm like, okay, cool. At least she gave me the time of day and helped my algorithm. Anyways, I love you guys, and I appreciate you for hanging out with me. And I try to do a live every Tuesday night. I would love to do more, but I just can't, because, like I said, business is really booming right now, unfortunately. And so I do try to do it live every Tuesday night. And then sometimes I collab with maybe my friend Kathleen, or anybody who wants to collab. So anyways, I will talk to you all soon. I will try to make y'all another video. And if you haven't watched the video that I made yesterday, it's just basically a perspective on turning 60. Woohoo! Anyways, thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. See y'all soon.